This next video, I'll just call this "If She Belongs to the Streets Was a Person." You're gonna see what I'm talking about in a second.
I need a man who knows he's gonna come into a whole house. He's gonna take mine as his. He's gonna take me as his partner. It's 100.
So just before she thinks she's cooking, of course. She thinks she's cooking really well. it's really that she's cooked. But just to catch y'all guys up, there's a Pop the Balloon Challenge show where it's based off of dating or whatnot. He went viral for basically trying to hold her accountable for her having 3 children and 3 different baby daddies.
When you find a wife, you find a good thing.
Imagine quoting the Bible only to fit your narrative and then not understanding the whole entire verse.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Big shout out to Mr. Gideon for this video topic request. Salute! Today we're diving into the Pop the Balloon or Find Love Season 2 reunion video. It's an hour and 11 minutes long and the link to the full video is in the description. But for this episode, we're zoning in on Janae, the 34-year-old single mother with 3 kids, each with a different father.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Talk about a red flag.
Got some very interesting things to say about the kind of man she deserves to date. Let's break it down.
So, Janae, when you were having, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions like, okay, how many baby daddies, how many kids? What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
No thought process at all.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And
Maybe you shouldn't be ashamed of your 3 kids, but you definitely should be ashamed of your past.
It's an evil world we live in.
if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. I
Aw.
don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves a queen
Surprise, surprise, it's every man's preference.
that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort?
That's what I'm trying to say. What man? Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub. What man is actually equipped to deal with 3 different baby fathers?
If you are equipped to deal with her and her 3 kids, why even consider it when there are women with less baggage? Any man who she deems equipped has the choice to select a woman with fewer complications, less emotional, financial, and mental strain.
I'm just saying.
Think about it. Why take on all that when there are better options out there?
You can't judge me. I didn't take anything personally. I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, I don't take anything personal. I'm not mad at you. I didn't, it is what it is.
It's a
My
preference.
person is my person.
I would stop saying it is what it is and try to figure it out. The best thing that you could do is just raise your kids. And then when your kids are grown enough and they can take care of themselves, then perhaps you can date. But right now, it's a whole lot. You're asking a whole lot and not many people would do it. And I believe if the shoe was on the other foot and if it was a dude with 3 kids, you probably, even in your current state, you probably don't want to date men with children. Even though statistically, men take care of kids better than women do in a single-parent household.
Person. You know what I'm saying? But people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society. And it's fake to me.
What?
I'm not with it.
Okay.
Oh my
Goodness.
Janae talks about living in reality and rejecting societal norms, but what does she actually bring to a relationship? What realistic benefits does a single mother of 3 with 3 different baby daddies offer? Is she being practical about her expectations, or is she falling into the very fantasy she
Man said in the chat, her baby daddy is on the 2.15 update.
claims to reject? This is the part where many women dismiss societal norms when those norms don't benefit them, and yet they're quick to want the perks.
And then I think Shayna, you wanted to say
So
something.
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids, but I think it was just your delivery that really was kind of.
No, there's nothing wrong with his delivery. Now, what I thought was wrong, if you watch the actual clip in itself, is that she dissed him by popping the balloon, and then he went fishing for issues. And that was after him saying, basically, that he doesn't judge women, he don't like to judge people or whatever. And that was hypocritical.
To watch. So that's all I had to share. We kind of chatted about it before.
Now, you should always set your boundaries. These ladies don't have a problem setting their boundaries, okay? So as a man, it's important for you to set a boundary. And you're going to find out a little later why.
Or, you know, everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did, right?
Okay, stand on business. Okay.
If I'm coming on some softness, you're
Right.
not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you.
What she's about to say, that's not true. I hear it already.
And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Nah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. You got to be able to embrace that. We as men,
This clown ass nigga raised his hand like he in class. Bruh.
we embrace accountability. And women have to do the same exact
Women
thing
do
and not get
embrace
angry.
accountability. I'm not
and
angry.
feel-
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
No.
Truth be told, I wouldn't have argued with her if she would have interjected, which was rude, because she gave, if you watch the motion of the conversation, they let this woman say all kinds of frivolous BS to justify her current situation at hand, where she should not be on the damn dating show, period. She should be with one of those baby daddies.
Women like Janae do not embrace accountability. How often do you hear women say they don't want to be judged?
That really like touches my heart all over again, because like you can't judge me for being in that circumstance.
And here's the wild part about it. When you're on a show that you're popping a balloon because you don't like someone, guess what? You're judging them. And you're doing it in the most brash way possible. But it is what it is. You signed up for it. Doesn't mean that everything should go down, but you signed up for it indefinitely.
You can't judge me.
So you're gonna tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No,
Oh,
stop.
but that happened 25.
Women have no problem saying that to men because you have boundaries, and as you should. You know what you like, you know what you want, and it ain't gonna be someone that's taking care of their children.
5 years
It's
ago.
not the number of
At what
kids.
point are you going to give grace?
Especially when they willingly come on a show that's based on judgment.
Oh.
It's like they want to box, but don't expect to get hit back. When these women dish it out, they expect you to handle a strong woman. But when it's time for them to get called out, oh, now we have to tiptoe around their feelings.
aggressive
I'm not
and
being
feel like men are aggressive when they're
See how she's talking to him like he's a child? That ain't a good look.
delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right? And maybe I could have delivered it a little bit soft.
Why is this man holding the mic like this? What the hell?
But
And
that's
then
not
James,
the route that I
you wanted to
chose.
say something?
Brother, the way you've
Hold
been
on
talking.
one second. James is gonna go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both
Whoa.
sides. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care.
Oh my God, this man is about to simp. I can feel it. This one right here, this guy, let's get it. This guy is about to simp.
If a female has a starting lineup.
Behold, here comes the simp jutsu master.
You know what I mean? Like, I've dated girls that have multiple kids,
Well, I'm sorry that you didn't learn anything from that.
you know, and I think that men think one of two ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions. And then the other downfall could be, you know, these are extra mouths to feed or bills, you know.
This is going to be my thumbnail right there. You see how she is just negating everything that he says.
And for me, I love kids, you know, like.
Bro, you know, and if you actually could see her, what she is doing now, she does not respect you. And you sitting up there trying to simp. Bro, this is what happens when you simp, my guy. They don't respect that kind of energy. You know what? They respect boundaries. And it's up to them from there. You don't have to be disrespectful. But she's straight up clowning you. And you trying to be on her side. This is why simping and dirty macking is a bad look.
Look at her face. This is the type of man she attracts. The guy who has no problem with a lineup of
Not he's about to break it down the same way.
Children with different baby daddies. A guy who's willing to lower his standards to get with her. To simp jutsu his way into a woman's life. And Janae, she's not loving it. That face says it all. But she wants a man who is equipped. Remember? So it's not just the money. It's a man who...
Yeah, that right there does not give anything about power. I don't see power in that. And he might have a great job. He might have money. But dog, what's that worth to anybody if they don't give a damn and they want to take it from you, bro?
Who fits her. And of course, that man has to get the approval of the sisterhood and social media.
I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating.
Yeah, it is giving gay friend, but you know, I guess I don't know what is deal.
A woman that has kids, so that's all I wanted to say.
Bro, look at her face. She does not care what you're saying, dog. You're not gonna hit it, and more people need to start saying that so that dudes will stop jumping into women. Yes, girlfriend. Yes.
It's like,
Can I
simp jutsu?
Say something?
Yes.
Brian, I don't think your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference.
Bro, and she about to check him. Oh, no, she's checking old boy, my bad.
Between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's two different types of men.
So you basically you like his energy, you just don't like the package. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all he's a shorter guy. She's much taller. If he would have came around 6'6" with that same energy, that wouldn't have been it. I bet all her baby daddies have something in common.
It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider, who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or it takes a village.
Ooh, she tried to, boy, they be trying to run that game. I'm sorry, boo-boo. That might work when you're in your 20s, but not when you get into your 40s and you trying to date men around the same age as you. We ain't trying to hear that.
To raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you prefer a woman with one kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on
fine.
you. You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you. And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. And we can keep it.
Well, that's quite obvious.
This is pure gold.
You know, I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of. I'm an independent woman, and I deserve a
Yes, that's what we want to hear. Tell us more of what we want to hear.
strong man who's ready to take care of a household. I'm not saying that that's not you or no other man in this world. Everybody got their own opinion.
best
and I
sales
respect
pitch
you
ever.
100%. It is what it is.
This is pure gold. You really can't make this stuff up. Janae doesn't deserve anything. This is the
No one
entitlement of
does.
these modern women. Let me show you where this mentality comes from. Take a look at her Instagram. Over 16K followers.
Oh, snap. We doing the Instagram investigation is wild. Let's go.
Flooded with selfies. It's these simp jutsu black belts, like the one defending her in this video, who boost her ego. Guys,
let's go back.
Like the
So, looking at her IG, truth be told, it doesn't really get bad. Maybe I should do it on my own. Yeah, whatever. But it doesn't look bad. But once you get down to here, we understand what the assignment is. And by the way, I know how YouTube it. Ooh, I ain't mean to zoom in, but that thing is kind of that thing is kind of thick. However, see that thing don't mess me up.
DMs and liking their pictures, you're feeding into their delusion. She thinks she deserves.
So basically, he said that if you are just jumping in women's comment sections and just feeding them all this free attention, they're going to continue to think what they think because nothing could be wrong about what they're doing because they're getting a lot of attention.
A high status man because her ego is inflated by the attention of weak men. She thinks she's high status.
Yo, not she got a Shopify page, but she didn't buy a URL. It only costs like $15 a year, and it looks far more professional than that. Basically, her getting on the show was all a waste of time. The only thing that she wanted from the situation at hand, push her brand. And her brand is not even complete. And I'm not judging her for that because, not everybody's computer savvy, but you can see there is a narrative, and I think that is a good angle for her, truth be told, because taking on the responsibility of 3 kids from 3 different baby daddies, bro, first of all, if I'm going to be in a relationship with someone, and I've done it before, and I'm going to tell you, I will never do it again. I will never do it again. I will never, ever be in another relationship where the woman comes in with an army. That is just not what I'm going to do. We're not going to do that. Now, we can have fun. Yeah. And there's definitions of fun, but we can set our boundaries on the fun. And then I can pick and choose if I want to be in that situation, but I'm not going to be there for someone that has. First of all, the kid should be with their father in the first place, boy or girl. Should be with both parents.